Tuesday. Mo Kelly from The Mo Kelly Show on KFI AM640, and John Schrader, journalism professor at Long Beach State University.
So you heard those results come in. They're coming in fast and furiously. Any surprises here, or do you expect to see any surprises?
Well, they keep telling us that Trump and Clinton are going to win, so I guess Trump and Clinton are going to win.
Do you think that's the attitude people have headed to the polls?
I guess so. There are a lot of places where angry white men are in abundance that Trump's winning.
Sure, yeah,
and he seems to be getting all of the angry white men vote. You know, whether or not he gets it in October or November is another thing, but yeah, I think so.
You know, the big question is just how big will he win? I mean, he could potentially just sweep the whole thing here.
It's an interesting analogy you use. It's almost like guess who's coming to dinner, and Donald Trump is playing the role of Sidney Poitier, and Spencer Tracy is the party leadership. They're uncomfortable with this relationship, the seeming marriage, and the voters are the bride, and they want to marry Donald Trump. That's what they're saying, and it's going to be a difficult wedding ceremony.
Are you surprised to see the GOP? I mean, the party is split. I think it's safe to say that the party is completely split because of this Trump phenomenon. Everybody was wrong about him. He managed to last this long. And now the GOP is like, well, what are we going to do now if he's the guy? And it doesn't look like they're ready to throw it all behind him.
They set this thing up so somebody like Jeb Bush
would
could
get
win
all the nominations
quickly,
early.
right? And Trump comes along and steals the show, and he says things that are outlandish, and he gets more support. He says things that you wouldn't let your children get away with at home, and he gets more support. I would like to tell you, I'm not a political scientist. I'd like to tell you I know what's going to happen. It looks like Trump's got it.
And Marco Rubio started, as of late, really pulling pages from Trump's playbook. I mean, he really started hurling insults, and then he got more airtime.
But he started playing in the fourth quarter, and you can't beat Donald Trump at Donald Trump's game. If you want to distinguish yourself, you have to take a road that's higher or different, but you can't play it by insulting your way.
You got to play big league. Is it
do.
safe to say big league?
And Trump has been, as we've talked about for months, Trump has been ahead of the game so far. Those of us who analyze this keep analyzing the game he's played, and he's already thinking about what play he's going to... He is like a football game. And he's thinking about what play he's going to call next. And we don't know. We don't know what's going to happen, but he's going to call it. He's going to be one ahead of us, and Rubio and Cruz are trying to figure out how to defend it.
Is it going to be a make-or-break-it point for Ted Cruz, you think,
I think Cruz might be history. I think Rubio is the guy that the establishment has decided is going to be the guy who can maybe battle against him. I don't know.
But what's interesting is what's going to happen after the which is probably going to be going to get Donald Trump. Are they going to across the 50 states? We heard Mitch McConnell say it's all right for Republicans running for office to distance themselves from Donald Trump. They're sending mixed messages.
Here's what's crazy about it. It's gotten more than just Rubio and Cruz. A junior senator from South Dakota who said today, okay, I kind of understand what he wanted, but even if he meant it, even if he thought KK was okay, that's better than Hillary.
Can you that's where we're at right now
where we
in
are.
America?
Yes, we can, because unfortunately we've never had a serious conversation about we do black and white. And for Donald Trump, no one told him, just get the easy ones right. If someone asks you about the KKK or David Duke, just say they're bad.
Happened last time, remember when Arizona senator, the guy ran for, he ran for, and he said, don't call them names, don't call Obama names. McCain, don't call Obama names. Clinton, I mean,
you don't want to be.
Trump learned from that.
Yeah, well, maybe. Let's move over to the Democratic side. Obviously, Hillary Clinton doing very strongly, as everybody predicted. What's interesting is when she was running against Obama, he had the minority votes. He had the Latino votes, and this time around, it's her who's getting these minority
votes. The geography certainly works in her favor this Super Tuesday.
The geography and also the history, and if you look at African Americans who may have been supporting Hillary Clinton, they're not necessarily saying they're supporting Hillary. That's still a love affair that's going on with Bill Clinton, because as a legislator, there is no relationship with African Americans. So they still, and that's part of the reason why Bill is out on the campaign trail, because he speaks a language that still resonates with many minorities.
Where are anybody but white men going to go if Donald Trump is the man? Where are they going to go? They have to go to Hillary. Where else are they going to go? Or they just stay home. They stay home.
But that's interesting because we haven't seen that yet. I mean, maybe people are against Trump or they're against, but they haven't been jumping sides, not to a large extent.
I love the conversation now. They're trying to figure out how they can keep the Senate. They have a big advantage in the Senate, and now they're concerned that if Trump is the nominee, that the 24 senators, Republican senators up for grabs, will go right down in the
It affects down the ticket. It's one thing, if you don't want to vote for Donald Trump, then you may just go categorically anti-Republican all the way down the ticket. And that's what they're afraid of.
circus is playing every day. Isn't it great?
Do you think the Clintons are just thrilled?
I think there's a lot of rough roads
Are
for
they
them.
kicking to China already?
No, I think there's a lot of rough roads for them. It's going to get pretty ugly. If you think this is ugly with Cruz and Rubio,
Obviously,
Trump and
she's
Clinton,
polarizing also as well.
there's a lot of negatives. These are the two most negative-laden candidates, Trump and Clinton.
All right.
We have to go, we don't have time, but I just want to say, as a Californian now, we are completely out of the game. I mean, by the time our primary rolls around, we got nothing, no steam.
We have been, unfortunately.
Can we do something?
We tried.
Can we move it up?
Yes, you can.
We're a big state.
I wish.
All right, we'll have to have you back on.
John Schrader, Mo Kelly, thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.